Patrick Findaro here, co-founder at Vetted Biz. We've been getting a lot of questions about how much is a Topgolf? Is it even a franchise? So we're going to go through that, where you can open up a Topgolf franchise and where you definitely cannot open a Topgolf franchise. So first off, those that aren't familiar with the Topgolf business model, it's a technology-enabled golf company. It basically operates at the intersection of socialization and sports. The Topgolf experience has climate-controlled bays where you're basically teeing off, hitting the ball from, and aim for outfield targets. And that's great in Florida and where it gets super hot in the summer especially, and then winter places where it gets pretty cold and you have that climate controlled area. And there's music, food, drink. It's a full entertainment experience for the family, or if you're just going with some friends. They offer event catering packages, perfect for birthday parties, company events, fundraisers, you name it. And they're hitting a nice boom with the pandemic. Just in terms of golfers in the United States, it's gone up from about 10 million golfers in 2019 all the way up to 12.4 million golfers in 2021. That's a 25% growth. So incredible. A lot of people wanted to be outside, especially in the peak of the pandemic. And golf proved to be that perfect activity. And whether you're playing on a 9-hole, 18-hole golf course, or if you were playing in a driving range like Topgolf, that participants in golf have really grown a tremendous amount, and Topgolf is riding that wave. Topgolf was created in 2001, so going 20 years back in the United Kingdom, in Watford, UK. That was their first location. And then in 2005, they opened their first US location, not far from where I grew up in Vienna, Virginia, in Alexandria, Virginia. And then in 2006, golf industry heavyweight Callaway Golf Company became an investor in Topgolf. Fast forward 15 years later, March 2021, Topgolf was acquired by the Callaway Golf Company. And those not so familiar with Callaway, it's the Topgolf equipment and active lifestyle company, and has a lot of different golf brands. Topgolf brought into the organization $1 billion of revenue in their last fiscal year. And it's a pretty profitable segment for the Callaway business, earning $58 million in operating income. The costs to open one up are pretty expensive, where construction is going to be anywhere from $10 to $40 million. And each one, though, backs it up, where they get about $17 million in revenue per location. And according to their last annual report, per location, there's a 45 to 50% cash on cash return. So if you're using a bit of leverage opening up a facility, that's not bad. They don't offer any franchise locations in the United States or the United Kingdom, but however, they do have franchises and venues in Australia, Mexico, UAE, and they're looking to really expand in Central Europe and Asia. So if you're outside the US and UK, definitely it's a good option to look at if you're well capitalized and you have that cash. As of this year, they have 68 venues in the US and then 7 international locations. They opened the last one up pretty recently in Fort Myers. I was driving by late last year. They opened up in Q4 2021. And if you only make, $5 million in profit each year, it could take 8 years just to recoup your construction costs if you have no debt financing. So it's definitely key to try to do the build out in 10 million, 15 million, 20 million, and potentially use some leverage so you can get that cash on cash return around 50%. Americans can consider investing in the public company if they want to get some action in the Topgolf, Callaway Golf, trades on the stock exchange. International candidates with deep pockets, and if you have any interest and experience in the entertainment industry, could consider opening one up, as there's a lot of availability throughout the world with less than 100 locations right now. I can imagine in the coming years them being at the 500, if not 1,000 level in the coming years. So I hope you enjoyed this video and podcast on the Topgolf. It's not a franchise in the United States or the UK. It is a franchise, and they have license opportunities in other countries. Shoot me an email if there's other franchises you'd like us to review, or other popular brands that you're in doubt if it's a franchise or not, and we're happy to have our analysts dig around. Thanks.